What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and my buddy Sean over here has an apology for you guys.
Well, I apologize.
He pulled this whole front of the car off.
Blew it.
Freaking blew it, man.
Forgot the GoPro.
So he's so used to just fipsing around here that he
Don't have time for other stuff. I just
yeah.
So basically, at the end of this video, this whole entire side of the car is going to resemble an actual Evo wagon. We'll have the hood on it, we'll have the fender, we'll have both doors, and we'll have the rear wide quarter panel as well. Basically, just pulled the Lancer radiator support off of it. Try to fit the new one. We're kind of figuring out the.
So this is an actual Evo radiator support.
Exactly, and we're gonna put a hood on it and kind of see how everything lines up. We have this little bit of a gap right here, so we're trying to figure out if the frame horns are longer, if the support itself is shorter, or what's kind of going on here. Once we throw a hood on it, off the hinge location, it'll kind of sit where it needs to sit in reference to the radiator support. And then from there, we'll kind of know what we need to do, if we need to bridge this or what we got to do there. So we're gonna figure that out. But today we're gonna put the rocker panels on.
So these are the Evo rocker panels, and these have the provisions for the side skirts, as well as when we were talking about the Evo doors, it's a way different, the wagon quarters or the wagon rocker sweeps up and uses the doors is different, completely different. So we need to do Evo rockers.
Quarter panels, and then once we get the quarter panel on with the rocker, we can attach the doors and kind of see how they line up, how they fit with everything that's been installed. And hopefully everything fits well, and we have no other issues, and everything just go together smoothly. So
yeah, I'm really stoked about this whole part of the process, because now, you know, welding everything in the back, that's not that cool. Bolting actual wide body Evo panels on it and actually making this thing look like a wide body Evo wagon is going to be really sick. So I'm stoked about that. So one of the other things that we have to do is, since the Evo doors are wide body, so if you see right here, this whole section comes out and is wider on the Evo than it is on the Lancer. And the other thing is the doors thing. So since this is a wagon, this is more squared off. The sedan, it just kind of tapers off like that. So what we actually have to do is we have to swap the door frame on the top. So that is one thing that we need to do. But in order to do that and get everything to line up correctly, we're gonna go ahead and get the quarter panel kind of mocked up on there, and the front door on it, the rockers and all that stuff in there, and then we could actually cut off the top of this door jamb right here. Basically cut this off, or do spot welds. I know a guy.
I love them. Yeah,
and
spot welds are my favorite.
So we'll cut this off and basically put this square piece on the wide body Evo thing, and then we'll put the wide body Evo front fender and the quarter panel. Man, this thing is gonna look sick. I'm stoked. So we're gonna get started. Guys, while Sean is over there messing with welding on that rocker panel, I decided to come over here and try to get these door jambs apart and take this little piece off. So I actually have it loose. There were some spot welds on the top, down the side, and same thing kind of over here. So I got it loose, but the issue is the way it is. So we have a really thin area right here, and then it expands to come down over here to where you can't just, you can't just slide it out because there's this whole chunk. So you almost have to cut this door apart to like pull this piece out, which isn't a big deal to get it off of the wagon door because we're going to replace the wagon door. But when it comes time to actually putting it back in this thing, we're going to have some issues. I went ahead and got this door frame kind of cut out of there, drilled out the spot welds, and kind of the issue is that these things are put together like an onion, or kind of like a reverse onion. So in order to get the inner piece out, you have to take some layers off of the outside. So went ahead and drilled out some spot welds and kind of peeled this thing back. This door is not essential anymore, so it was okay to do that. I just wanted to make sure I could get out this whole frame in one piece, and we succeeded in doing that. So you can see spot welds right here, spot welds right here, but you can see how this comes out where you can't just slide that thick piece out of this little spot. So we're essentially gonna have to do the same thing. We're gonna have to cut along this line, drill out some of these spot welds on the top, and peel this this onion back essentially to where we could actually get this whole door frame out and slide this one actually back in. So yeah, lots of little things, but we're gonna get it. Guys, so we got this wagon wide body door thing almost done, or not done, but it's mocked up essentially for now. So we went ahead and peeled this back so that way we could actually slide that door frame out. Got it in a lot cleaner than I got it out of that one. So we really only have these two seams to kind of weld up right here, which that's no big deal at all. So I don't want to go ahead and weld it yet. I want to actually put it on the car. We're going to get the front fender on it, the actual passenger front door, and then this will be the passenger rear door, as well as the quarter panel kind of all mocked up before we actually weld this frame, because as you can see there's lots of flex in it, and I just want to make sure that when the door is shut that it closes properly and we have the right gaps everywhere. So this is a pretty good start. I'm stoked on that. Now we actually know where to go, and that way we're not like trying to weld all this stuff in together and like grind it and make it work for like the window channel felt. It'll just work like it was meant to be from the factory. So pretty stoked about that. All right, guys, so Sean has been over here fitting the doors in the quarter panel and the front fender on the Lancer wagon project. And man, this thing is turning out good. This is pretty much the only section that we have to actually build out to actually get like these quarters and everything to work off here. Obviously, these are sedan quarters, not wagon quarters. There is no wagon quarters available, wagon wide body quarters available in the United States. So still looking into some options as far as getting those from Japan yet. You know, I'm almost scared to order them because I don't know if they'll be here in 2 weeks or if they'll be here in 2 months. We're getting everything mocked up right here. Didn't do anything with the door jamb welding it in yet, just in case we do get those. We need to completely decide if that's what we're gonna do or not. Before we weld in the door jamb, we're just gonna use this for mock-up right now. But everything looked like it was gonna fit just fine. So got all the gaps and everything pretty decent all the way around. Got the Evo front door, the Evo fender, this and that. So this is literally the whole side of that Evo. Man, it's nice just seeing it.
Looks great.
How it actually is.
I'm just happy to see it actually coming together. I was kind of worried at first, but it's all making sense now.
I think we were all worried at first. I mean, it was like, I thought it was going to go really fast, and then it wasn't, and then it was this big project, and then now it's kind of, it's still a really big project, but at least, like, now you could see a little bit of the light at the end of the tunnel. So we basically got this side all kind of mocked up and fitted. This side over here, obviously we need some other stuff. This is the quarter panel off of this sedan. You can see how dented and dinked it is. We might throw it on there and kind of cut it a little bit just to kind of shape it and make it fit. But for right now, you can see this is the issue with the sedan doors. It hits right here, and then you're missing that whole chunk. So still need to do that to that door, but trying to find another door because this one has a lot of little dents and stuff in it as well. So Sean's gonna go ahead and get started welding the rocker panel on this thing, but that is gonna be another video. If you guys didn't know, we are still giving away this 700 horsepower Evo 9. We're taking that thing to the dyno tomorrow, so there will be a video out within the next day or so, kind of explaining that thing, where it came from. We're gonna throw it on the dyno, see if it actually makes 700 horsepower, which I had a dyno sheet when I bought it, but we're gonna actually go through it, do all that type of stuff. So stoked to show you guys that video, and stoked that this thing is actually looking like an Evo wagon, like it's meant to be. So appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you later.